Welcome to the Double O podcast. We're on week 13. I'm your host, PennyWhysTV, and my co-host, Unknownskillz.
That's a me.
Almost called you Kyle.
That's a not me.
Yeah. So we got some news for y'all. We haven't had anime news in a few weeks. We actually forgot about it. I actually forgot about it. We got top 5 mentors in anime. And then we have current One Piece anime. I'm officially caught up on the anime. Unknownskillz isn't too far behind. He's farther along in the manga. So we'll be talking about Egghead mainly. Anything you want to say?
From One Piece.
Anything you want to say before we get into the news?
You didn't say it was One Piece. You just said anime.
What?
You said
what?
You didn't tell him that it was One Piece that we're talking about.
What did I say?
You just kept referring to it as anime.
No, I definitely said current One Piece anime. I definitely said that.
We can check it. I didn't hear One Piece.
Okay. So anything you want to say before we get into the news?
Other than One Piece being a great anime, it's top tier recently as well with all the added. Oh, before we get started into the One Piece talk, so you watched the Galaxy Punch then?
Yes.
So, what is your opinion on I forgot his name. What's his name?
Kuzan?
No, the
Coby?
Luffy's granddad.
Garp?
Yeah. What's your opinion
his
on
name?
Garp versus Whitebead?
Kuzan? Let's.
And
you don't
think
want
about this.
Let's save that for One Piece.
He was kind of holding back because he was going against his someone he trained. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I don't know about that, but yeah. I don't know when we're ever going to talk about To Be Hero X again, but I'm still watching it. Still got it as my number one contender for anime of the year. It's the front runner. For me, it's the front runner.
Wow.
And for people that haven't watched it yet and or currently watching it, after episode 7, the rest of the anime is going to be in 2D. I do not know the reason why, but that is what they are going to do. So yeah, To Be Her X is fire. So let's get into some of these news articles. We got a few for y'all. Any Kaiju fans out there? Kaiju number 8, the manga ends in 2 chapters. I don't know. Seems like a pretty short manga, 129 chapters. Came out in July 2020.
Have you seen it?
I haven't, but since season 2 is coming out, yeah. Why'd you make that face?
It's one of the popular animes that just came out. It's highly rated, highly talked about.
I've heard a little bit of a mixed bag about it. But I mean, it wasn't. It is something that I plan on watching for sure. It is on my list. I was thinking
not one of those. It's not a bad watch at all, but it's not as hyped as they talk about it. But it's not a bad watch.
So it's not as good as people speak it up to be.
Let's say it's not as hyped as people say it is. Like, oh my god, this is like the best anime ever. Like, no. Let's just say it's a great anime. It's great storyline, plot, all of it's great, man. I enjoyed it. I definitely binged it, but it's not one of those like
your video quality is bad.
What'd you say?
I say your video quality is bad. I don't know why. Are you on Wi-Fi or something?
Always.
You are on Wi-Fi? I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not
know.
Am I
going in and out?
No, it's just your video quality. Your audio seems fine. But you were saying, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's not one of those animes you think would win Anime of the Year, but it's a great watch. Something I did definitely binge.
You don't think season 2 has a chance?
Season 2 has a chance
for
to
anime
be
of the
just
year.
as great. I don't know about anime of the year, but it's just as great.
What about Dandadan season 2? You think that could be a contender?
No.
Okay.
Dandadan was a great anime, but I wouldn't say it's like, I wouldn't hype it up as much as everyone did. And I'm pretty sure much of the hype came from TikTok and from people enjoying the opening song scene from Dandadan. That opening brought in a hell of a lot of people.
It's not that crazy. It's literally on the same level as the Mashle opening. Since it's the same people that I think it's called Crazy Nuts.
Something like that.
Creepy Nuts. They're the same people. It's the same level as Mashle opening.
The opening definitely was bigger because of how much influence people do have on TikTok. But the people who showed that opened it up more people to watch. The TikTokers showing that opening brought more viewers for Dandadan. That's a fact.
I didn't know that.
Check it out. If you look at it on TikTok, you'll see there's thousands, not just hundreds, thousands of videos of people doing that song because they thought they'd get more views, more likes, and those thousands of videos opened up. There's like what? How many views people get? In fact, 1,000 videos. That's at least 1,000 people. At the least 1,000 people watching those videos. And there already goes 1,000 people watching anime. And to be more, let's already say at least 2,000 people watch those videos. Out of those 1,000, at least 2 people have watched those 1,000 videos. That's 2,000 watchers right there. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And if we wanted to go to the popular route, we could really crunch these numbers. But I'm not going to get all into that. But just know that TikTok has opened up a lot of viewership for Dandadan.
It's alright. 700,000 members on my anime list.
Just 700,000?
Yeah, it's not
for an anime that came out 1 year ago.
It's not a giant. It's not a giant.
Less than 1 year ago.
It's no giant.
Are you hearing me? An anime that came out less than 1 year ago.
What's a comparable anime?
I don't know anything that's came out in less than 1 year.
Okay, yeah, you're right. 700,000 is a lot. Because I'm looking at Elusive Samurai, it only has 180,000. And that's not a lot. I don't think that's a lot. But let's get on to these other news articles. So, Study Group, that is the webtoon-based live-action series, is confirmed for a second season. It's in production right now. And it does not look like there are any details yet, but there is a confirmed second season in development. I did mention this in a previous podcast. Study Group, I still do recommend it as a live action Korean show based on a manga. But yeah, shout out to Study Group. So we are just gonna list the new anime that's coming this year and next year, the biggest upcoming and ongoing shows and their release dates. We'll start with the ones that came out this spring. We had Devil May Cry that came out on April 3rd, Wingbreaker Season 2, Fire Force Season 3, which is still currently going, Black Butler, Emerald Witch Arc, Lazarus, which is on my list to watch. I still haven't watched it yet. One Piece Egghead Arc, technically Part 2. Witch Watch, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Mobile Suit Gundam Cooks.
I've actually heard some good things about Vigilantes.
Really?
Yeah.
Moonrise, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX 20th Anniversary Remaster. I don't know who's watching that. Jujutsu Jujutsu Kaisen Hidden Inventory in / Premature Death Movie. No idea what that is, but it's in Japan. Lost in the Starlight, and then Beastars Season 3 Part 2, early 2025. Lost in Starlight comes out in May 30th, 2025. So did any of those animes pop out to you? I'm gonna binge watch 5 for Season 3 soon. I might even do it in the next couple of days.
The only animes that I've heard you say was Jujutsu Kaisen and Windbreaker. The other ones sound irrelevant.
Bookmark Lazarus. I don't know how good it is, but it would definitely be a top 5 anime for this season.
You've heard some good things about it?
I know some people that are watching it. Some reactors.
Bro, I think I need some new glasses. These ones are they're actually bothering me. There we go. But yeah, I definitely want to check out the Jujutsu Kaisen. I've already finished the manga, but I want to see everything I want to see everything animated.
Well, they got the movie coming out in May 30th.
Of next year? Jesus.
Of this year.
May 30th?
But it has in brackets Japan, so I don't know. I think it comes out in Japan.
Do you hear what you're saying?
What?
May 30th?
Yeah. Did that pass?
2 weeks? Yeah. It passed weeks ago.
Yeah, so that's out already.
All right, so I can probably find that in some websites
with the subtitles. Yeah. Actually, Lazarus isn't as good as I thought. It has a rating of 7.32 on my anime list.
I tried to tell you, and nothing really stood out with what you were saying.
I was expecting better. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm still gonna watch it. So we got summer 2025. Dandadan Season 2 comes out July 3rd, 2025.
You gotta check that out.
Rent a Girlfriend Season 4. They got 4 seasons. July 5th, 2025.
I might check out that.
My most highly anticipated Dr. Stone Science Future Part 2, July 10th. So
you finished all of Season 4?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's when I told you that Dr. Stone, you thought I was crazy. I said Dr. Stone has the potential to be the #1 anime of all time. It's depends on how it ends. Sakamoto Days Part 2, July 14th. I'll be watching that. Kaiju number 8, Season 2 comes out in July. I should have watched the first season by then. When the second season comes out, I'll watch that. Okay. And then the summer, Hikaru died. Never heard of this in my life.
That sounds good. That
sounds like
fire,
some
actually.
summertime rendering type.
Yeah, I might check that out.
Just based on the name?
Just based on the name, it sounds like it's gonna be a hit.
It has a cool main character design.
I got a taste for good anime. I can tell when something's gonna be good. When it's gonna be good.
Okay. Yeah, out of those, definitely Dr. Stone is going to be my most highly anticipated.
Highly?
Yeah.
Is going to be that last anime. The summer Hikari died.
And okay. So fall 2025, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle's coming back September 12th. And then Chainsaw Man, they have a movie coming out October 29th.
Definitely checking that out.
The Reze arc. So I'm assuming they're doing the next arc in a movie form. That's what I'm assuming.
You think they're going to do it like the Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train?
If they do, I hope they don't waste time in animating both a movie and 4 episodes, which is basically the movie. I hope they just do just the movie. Maybe like a episode where they talk about the events of the movie, something like that. So then I got Disney Twisted Wonderland, October 2025. No idea what that is. My Hero Academia Season 8. Out of all the animes this year, that's probably my most highly anticipated. I don't know if that's the last season or what, but...
Of My Hero?
My Hero is creeping up there. It's creeping up.
If they try to squeeze out one more season, then they're just doing it. They're just juicing it. But everything should wrap up in this last season.
You know what happens? You read the manga?
Come on, buddy. I read the manga of good anime.
It's ended? It's done?
It's done. Well, it's done, but it's more... Have you read all of Solo Leveling?
I read up into the parts where, spoiler alert, time travel happens.
You know what? They finished the manga, but there's potential for them to make more. I'll tell you that.
I hope they don't. I don't want to see any more of My Hero Academia. Wrap it up. Wrap the story up. I don't like animes where they just keep extending it and extending it and extending it. I don't want to see the protagonist kids. Just wrap up the story.
What if they do that with One Piece? After they find the One Piece Luffy?
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
You're not gonna watch it. All right, let's get into our
we have more.
Our top 5s. You got more?
Yeah. One Punch Man Season 3, October 2025. I'm gonna have to see who's animating that because Season 2 was subpar.
That might be my most anticipated anime of the year.
You think it will have better animation?
If Season 2 had bad animation, I didn't even notice it.
Okay. You didn't notice. Okay. The parts where he punches, the screen cuts, and the character just flies off the screen.
Hey,
you saw nothing. You saw nothing.
I must have been
nothing in between.
Enjoyed it so much that I ignored all the bad parts.
You have a superpower of turning a blind eye to animation. Not seeing it, not even being aware of it. That is
only when the anime is good.
And
if it's bad, I can see everything.
Yeah, Blue Lock is an exception. They got Spy Family Season 3, October 2025, which is definitely top 4 for me, anticipated.
I'm definitely going to go ahead and finish Season 1 and then watch Season 2. Wait, did Season 2 already come out?
I believe, yeah.
Season 2 already came out.
I think it was, I want to say it was 12 episodes. And then the 2026's Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War arc part 4 is coming back.
That's crazy that Blood War is still going on.
Yeah, it reminds me of Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan was a masterpiece. And anyone who says otherwise is just I
definitely like the first half better. Fate/Strange Fake. No idea what that is.
That sounds like another Fate stay. Out of the Fate series.
Or it might be a parody. So you got Fire Force Season 3 Part 2. That's so fast. January 2026. Freiren Season 2, January 2026.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I gotta watch Freiren. I gotta force myself.
It's not as bad as you think it is. It's definitely a little bit slow. It's one of those chill animes you can watch in the beginning. It starts off chill and then it just goes straight into it. Like
I just wasn't a fan of her bland personality.
That's normal for someone who's been alive for 1,000 years. You think they're gonna be as goofy and happy and cheerful as what did you say?
Bond still has a personality.
Who?
Bond from Seven Deadly Sins. He's been living for hundreds of years.
Oh, he's actually crazy though.
He's entertaining.
Yes.
And we got Haikyuu versus the Little Giant. How long has it been since the last Haikyuu season? I feel like it's been at least 5 years.
I think 2019.
2019?
2019, 2020, one of those years.
We'll go with that. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3.
Let's go!
Woo! I don't care. I don't care about you.
Bro, did you watch all of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2?
I did. It was... I don't know. The plot is all over the place.
Did you watch Demon Slayer Season 2 when they went to the basically the horror district or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
So what was that? The Sound Hashira versus, or the Flashy Hashira, whatever his name was. I think he was the Sound Hashira. What was he?
Talking about Uzui?
Yeah.
He might have been the Sound.
All right. And I forgot dude's name in Jujutsu Kaisen.
You trying to
Gojo?
You trying to put a matchup together? Who would win?
Yeah.
Uzui versus
the dude who has no curse power at all.
Yeah, he's smashing on Uzui.
Yeah,
you crazy?
I'm glad you understand that. I've seen some of the comments where people say dude was fighting a real life demon who could destroy and blow up people, and they must have not. I need these names. I gotta find these names.
At the end of the day, Uzui's human. Technically, Toji's human as well, right? Or is there a spoiler in the manga?
With God powers.
Okay, is that a
God
spoiler?
Physiques. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's called out a lot.
I mean, we see it. He's not that human. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say he would wipe the entire Demon Slayer, the entire system. Everyone on there couldn't stand up to him. If they gave him the proper tools, he could swipe everyone.
I think he's smashing on Muzan too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro was I can't even speak. Bro was breaking the sound barrier. Did you see what he did to those bunnies? He literally, by flicking a rock, he exploded an entire bunny. Bro was disgusting.
Yeah,
and he got the flash step. The flash step was insane. I actually just rewatched that, which is why I'm like, why I'm talking about it. I just rewatched it.
I low-key need to rewatch Jujutsu Kaisen because maybe I'll love it a little bit more if I watch it a second time. But I didn't fall in love with it.
You should start off on season 2 when just start off on season 2. Matter of fact, that's it, bro. Just rewatch season 2. It all starts jumping up from season 2. Okay. I enjoyed season 1, and you could watch it if you want to.
Okay.
But I've been watching pieces of season 2 that's caught my mind. Like Nanami. I remember seeing him really angry. So I went to the episode of when he caught that first sorcerer who was killing all his teammates. And bro, the first thing that I saw was bro just grabbing him by his neck, like, how many enemies am I against? How many people did you bring with you? Before bro could even speak, bro was beating his ass. I was just like, this is what I need to see.
See, man, this is why I need to rewatch it because I don't remember that at all. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dude,
the only thing I remember about Nanami is when my favorite part from him is when he got blown up, I think, and then we see him like half crispy, like Two-Face. That was my favorite Nanami moment.
I'm actually surprised that that's your favorite. That's definitely a cold part, but his main battle against the sorcerer that was stronger than old girl, bro. Literally, I don't know if you're. I'm gonna say this and then we can keep going next. But Nanami walked up on the sorcerer who was killing everyone else, and bro was like, he asked him a question. He said, "How many enemies are there, and how many people came with you?" Bro was like, blah blah blah. He's young. He swung his sword up against his chest and then jabbed him. Then bro was like, "Yeah, you see what happens when you fuck with me? You don't even want to do this." Bro was just talking before he realized. Nanami asked him the question again, and then bro was like, "Huh? How are you asking me these questions after I just slashed you?" And then he takes another look at him. All he did was cut his shirt open. That was it. Bro had no damage. No damage at all. And then bro dodged. Oh, I'm gonna leave it right there.
Do you remember the demon's name?
All I know, it wasn't a demon, it was a sorcerer. All I know is it was a cursed energy. It was a sorcerer. It was a human with cursed power. And basically his cursed power was just luck. And he had these
that one dude?
Yeah, he had 6 marks on his eye that represented luck. And Nanami took all of it away. He killed, bro. If he didn't have that cursed power, he would have died from the first punch. That's why I was like, oh my God, because it explains after whatever happens to him later in the show, which I don't want to spoil for everyone, but after that first punch, one of his marks disappear, and then they tell you those marks were saving his life. So Nanami was supposed to be investigating this guy, but he actually killed him in the first punch.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna try to look for that scene after this podcast. So
it was a good fight.
The last 4 for the 2026 anime releases is Moonrise. I've never heard of. Oshinoko Season 3, which I think you still need to watch. Tokyo Revengers War of the Three Titans. No idea what that means. I haven't finished Tokyo Revengers the last season. And then Witch Hat Atelier. Never heard of that either. So those are all the animes that are coming out. We'll have the link to this article in the description. So we'll move on to our last article, which is basically just this is, whose list is this? The website's called CBR. A new nationwide survey shows which Japanese viewers are looking forward to the most. So according to Japan, the top 10 anticipated for the summer is number 1, Dandadan Season 2. Kaiju number 8, Season 2, number 2. Number 3, My Dress Up Darling Season 2, which I didn't finish. Number 4, I was reincarnated as, this is a long title. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Season 2. That's the longest anime title I've ever seen. Number 5, Sakamoto Days Core 2. Number 6, Call of the Night Season 2. Number 7, which wasn't in that article, Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. I didn't watch Season 3. I think I will eventually.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch Season 2. It was slow for me, so I dropped in.
And this is an anime that I'm definitely gonna watch. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. Did you watch the first one?
Never even heard of it.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, that's something that I'm looking forward to. Oh, number 9, The Summer Hikaru Died. And then number 10...
It's gonna be a banger.
Number 10, I'm very disappointed in Japan. They have number 10, Dr. Stone, Science Future Season 4, which is number 10. That's very, very disappointing. It should be at least number 3. Top 3.
He's not non-biased.
Non-biased. Dr. Stone is that great. What is Japan smoking? But shout out to Japan. They got different tastes, I see. So we're done with the news. We've been in the news for a long time. Let's get to our meat. Our next topic, top 5 mentors in anime. Should we flip a coin to see who goes first?
Do you really want to go first? If not, I'll go first because you went first in the last one.
I'll let you go first this time.
You'll let me?
What do you mean? Yeah,
man, but all right. So since we're going off of the top 5, or kind of low-key doing it backwards, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my 5th one, and it may get some eyes. But my 5th one is Askeladd from Vinland Saga.
Explain.
The reason I chose... What's up?
I said explain.
The reason I chose Askeladd is because he trained a boy into a disgusting assassin. Like, what was his Thorfinn? He trained Thorfinn into be a disgusting assassin. Bro was just 13. Well, I forgot how old he was. I need to check his age. But just know he was a young kid killing grown Vikings.
When he first started? When he first started, I believe he was 4 years old.
When his dad died?
Let me Google this real quick. 4 or 6? Okay, 6 years old. That's more believable.
Well, 6. He trained him from 6 years old, bro. A little kid, into killing and assassinating, and his fighting skills were disgusting. He was fighting top tier people. Oh, did you see him when he fought Thor? No, who was that dude name? What was the
Thorkel?
Yeah, did you see when he fought Thorkel?
Yeah,
a seasoned trained killer who could toss trees.
I mean, he was in the field for how long? Like 8 years before he fought Thorkel?
8 years is not long enough to fight a nigga who can toss a tree. I don't know if you understand me, bro. I don't know if you can understand. I don't know if they understand me. Bro picked up an entire tree. This wasn't no fairy tale.
I understand. I understand. One hit and he might die.
No, he would have died.
Okay, 97% he would die.
This was a real life scenario, and they basically just gave Thor, what's his name? Thorkel, unreal strength, unparalleled strength, because bro was unparalleled in the battlefield. They talked about how he could kill everyone, how no one could stop him. He was one of the king's best generals or whatever. They knew that if they sent Thorkel anywhere, he'd take care of it. And he went against Thorfinn, and bro was going toe to toe with him. Askeladd did all that training.
I disagree with this one, man.
Disagree is insane.
Askeladd did not train.
I don't know.
He did not train Thorfinn.
He trained him. He fought him every day. What was it? Was it every other day?
No, it wasn't even every other day. He didn't fight Askeladd again until he got the captain's head from that one fort. He hadn't fought Askeladd for like at least 8 years. Because he said in
the beginning he was trying to kill him every night.
Nah. Because he said I'm not gonna let you fight until you prove yourself on the battlefield. Prove yourself on the battlefield, and I'll give you your duel. I've seen it twice, bro.
I'm gonna stay with him as my top 5.
Okay. Go ahead, keep going.
And my number 4 is going to be Freiren. You haven't seen it yet, but she trained a girl with little to no magic power who couldn't aim for shit to being one of the strongest mages in the entire series. And I'm gonna go. This is spoiler alert for everybody who hasn't seen Freiren yet. She's dog walking demons who could dog walk other first mages, and in that series, to become a first class mage, you have to go through a tournament. You got to do a whole bunch of shit, and there's not that many first class mages out there. But she could dog walk a first class mage. That's how strong Freiren had made her, and she made her strong only using basic spells. She told her, I only have to teach you these basic spells.
I have so many things to say about this.
Freiren trained her and only taught her basic spells. She taught her more spells, but she told her, hey, for this error, you only need these basic spells to defeat these type of mages. And
so you're saying the one she trained was dog walking the demons?
Yeah.
Okay, but Freiren can do that too.
Yeah, she's her power is actually disgusting. She's probably the second strongest in that entire show.
And I do have a question: who would win in a fight, Freiren or what is that dude's name? Rudy.
Rudy? Yeah, I'd have to say Freiren.
Okay.
Actually, if thinking about it, I don't know how strong her spells are to defend. She has more defense than Rudy, I'll tell you that. And she's quick on her feet. She's actually disgusting. And yeah, she'd beat Rudy. And Rudy's actually top tier.
Okay.
Can Rudy fly yet? Nah, he can't fly.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Let's say 9 times out of 10, she's beating Rudy.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch Freiren. And then when I finish it, I'll probably agree with you.
Yeah, she's pretty strong, man. She's in a different ball. Rudy's definitely has cooler shit he's doing, but the way she is with her staff and spells, you'll get to see a lot of different things about her. And she's just so. And another spoiler alert. No, I can't tell you because I want you to see this. But anyway, I can't tell.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to edit it spoils, and then I'm gonna be the only one that gets spoiled.
All right, I really want to tell you, but I'm gonna wait till you watch it.
Yeah, don't tell me too much.
All right, bet. But yeah, for my number 4, I'd have to go with Freiren.
Okay.
My number 3 is Rayleigh. Dark King Rayleigh trained Luffy, and Luffy was, for the most part, he was going band for band with everyone he fought. And those people, some of them did not even know, some of them knew about hockey, and he was still able to survive when he was fighting those type of people.
Who?
Luffy.
No. Who was he going band to band against?
He fought. Who did he fight? He fought. What's his name? What's that guy? What's the sand guy name?
Oh, when he almost died 2 times against Crocodile.
Yeah,
he was going.
He still went band for band with Crocodile. He put up the ones.
Nah.
And when who else did he fight? He fought Lucci.
He was saved by plot.
Saved by plot. Hey, plot.
Just
plot
like
or whatever it was, he survived.
It was the exact situation in Dragon Ball Super where Goku was fighting Hit, and he shot the blast. It went into the sky and it fell back on him and revived him. It was the same thing where Luffy, where the water went up to the air and then splashed back down on him and revived him.
That was more of a planned thing than a plot. But I'll let you think what you want. But anyway, we've seen a different Luffy for the better part of over 400 and 89 episodes. Let's say 500. I'll say 500 episodes of we've seen Luffy not knowing what hockey was, but he's always used Conqueror's hockey a couple of times throughout the show, but we still didn't know what it was. But for the most part, we've seen Luffy for 500 episodes, and we've seen how strong the other people are that he went against. Like, example, who was the light admiral?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dude from Skypiea. Who? Kizaru? Kizaru?
Yeah, Kizaru. You saw how Kizaru dog walked his team and everyone else in Saburi Park? Like, Kizaru was showing y'all that he's that dude. And now that we're in Egghead arc, and you see Luffy, who's finally mastered hockey, he's somewhat mastered Gear 5. Bro is tossing this dude around like he's nothing.
Mastered? Nah.
Yes, he's definitely mastered hockey.
Nah.
Definitely.
Gear, we'll talk about it in the Egghead section.
He's definitely... Oh, you're talking about mastered Gear 5?
Gear 5, yeah. Gear 5 right now in Egghead is equivalent to his Gear 4 when he was fighting Doflamingo. It lasts about 10 minutes.
That's as long as the power boost he's gonna get. Bro's not gonna be able to just keep holding a certain gear for too long. Even though he's mastered Gear 2, he can still only hold it for so long.
I'm pretty sure now he could stay in Gear 4 much longer. I'm sure it can go 20 minutes in Gear 4 if he wanted.
And are you saying he has to be able to last 20 minutes in Gear 5 to have mastered it?
I'm saying
he can change to Gear 5. What's the word I'm looking for? Let's say instantly. He could change to Gear 5 anytime he wants now. He doesn't have to tap into no strength, he doesn't have to, ooh, you guys make me mad. Bro can go from 0 to 100 with a snap of his fingers.
He knows how to tap into it, but what I'm saying is, like, mastery, he's not at the level to where he can use Gear 5 to actually defeat someone. He could fend off some of the top guys, but actually baiting them, I don't think he's there yet with Gear 5 in the anime.
He beat Lucy with Gear 5, and he beat Kizaru with Gear 5.
Lucy's still standing.
That's because he didn't try to bury him.
Exactly.
Bro literally said, I'll give you a taste of Gear 5 because you wanted to see how much stronger I am than you. We're not talking
about Lucy though. He would beat Lucci for sure, obviously. He'd beat him in Gear 4.
He beat Kizaru. Dog walked him.
They were both incapacitated.
How was Kizaru incapacitated? If you're talking about because bro didn't want to kill his friend, I'm not going for none of that.
We'll talk about it in the Egghead section.
That's my number 3. My number 2, I don't know if you're ready for this, but my number 2 is Ego.
From Blue Lock.
Ego.
That's very underrated.
Has trained. He has made it to the top 100 soccer players who are trying to be the best strikers in the entire world. And then he chose only 12 of them to go against the huge Japan team. There's a spoiler alert, by the way. He trained the people he trained were only strikers. They only know about striking and getting goals. They went against a team who knows defense, striking, plays, working together. They've been working together for years, and they defeated them. A team full of strikers, bro, that are not defenders. They've never been defenders. They never worked on defending.
They probably would have 4-0'd U20 if they didn't have Itachi Sai.
And that just tells you how strong they are and how much their training has done to them.
They're definitely strong, but also U20 is a bit weak. They never they literally made the Blue Lock program because they haven't made the top 16 in years in the cup. Their ass.
That's they still beat Psy.
That's impressive. The Psy part is impressive.
And they beat the other Blue Lock contender.
And Oliver is impressive. He's an all-star.
Also, have you seen? Oh, you haven't read the manga at all, have you?
Nah, I don't read much manga.
Yeah, they're right now. His training has gone. I can't say too much, but they're not just going against the bottom list B. Let's say they're not going against C class players. They're going against A class players and S class soccer players. So keep that in mind. His training has put them up there.
I don't know too much about soccer to even know what that means.
let's say Psy was a S class player. His skill set was S class.
Okay. So more size. They're going up against more size.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're not dog walking them. Of course, they're not dog walking anyone like that. But their skill sets allows them to play on the same level as them.
Blue Lock's skill set allows them to play on the S tiers level. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing I'll tell you is they got to play side by side with the world's best striker. The one that Ichigo was it? That's not his name. Is it Ichigo? I don't know why I'm saying Ichigo. I can't remember his name.
Who?
Isagi. Isagi's favorite player, the world's best striker, was that German striker, and they got to play with him because of just how good they've gotten. That's all I'm gonna say though. I'm gonna leave it at
He don't have the number one striker look. I ain't gonna lie. He look regular.
Isagi?
No, the number one striker. He look regular.
Man, this is definitely biased. Bro looks like he has aura.
If it's the same dude I'm thinking about. But
besides that, that's my number 2, Ego. He's trained kids to beat an adult-sized team of Japan regular soccer players. Regulars. He basically trained high school people to be not even bro. These people have already graduated from college or have already left college and are playing soccer. It's just like grabbing a high school team and taking them to the NBA finals.
No, that's not the equivalent.
It is the equivalent because they have made it to the finals before. They're fighting an NBA team.
I don't believe that.
That's for people who don't understand soccer.
I don't believe that.
Ego has trained high schoolers to go against an NBA team. And then not only were they going to dog walk the NBA team, they would have dog walked the NBA team if they didn't pick Coby in there.
Okay, but understand though, there's a difference between an NBA team and a finals NBA team.
Have they made it to the finals before? They have.
In the G League.
G League or not?
That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent. G League championship.
G League.
That was them going up against.
These guys are in the NBA.
That was them.
They still have to.
Go ahead.
I said G League or not, they're still in the NBA, and they fought a team of high schoolers. High schoolers. If you can't understand the relevance from being in high school and fighting a national team, that's insane, bro.
But like
this is real life too.
The top 20 high schoolers, not just any old high schoolers.
Bro, Isagi was not a top high schooler. Bro was just he was just okay at soccer. And his team didn't go to the nationals.
Yeah, he wasn't that good, but he definitely, obviously, he has the highest potential. Because
he's egotistical. But let's not get all in there. gonna keep Ego at my number 2.
Out of your list so far, Ego was the best one by far.
I understand the bias, but hey, that's how you feel.
By far.
My number 1 is Jiraiya. Jiraiya has trained prodigies that have also trained prodigies, which is great. Bro has trained 3 what do you call them? 3 Hokages. Jiraiya has trained Minato, who became a Hokage. Jiraiya has, he didn't really train Kakashi, but he trained Minato, who trained Kakashi, who also became a Hokage, and he personally trained Naruto, who also became a Hokage. The highest ninja leadership in the society is being a Kage, and because of his leadership and training, there was 3 Hokages that came from underneath his mentorship.
2.
And
we're not counting Kakashi.
I'm counting Kakashi.
Come on,
because
that's crazy.
Because he trained Minato, and Minato trained Kakashi.
You gonna take that away?
That's like saying my kid gave birth to another kid, and I made my kid become a doctor, and then my kid made their kid become a doctor, and you're saying that's not because of me, when it is because of me. I pushed you to go those lengths. I pushed you to that strength. I made you want to do this, and you made what I trained you. You put that into someone else and made them want to be it too.
The 4th Hokage was a natural.
The 4th because he was talented.
I don't know why he's so cold. I don't know. He was just written that way. No special bloodline. I have no idea.
It's because Jiraiya trained him.
Nah, he was cold at a young age. Top academy student at age 8.
Jiraiya was watching him from the window.
That sounds wild.
He scouted him out. But yeah, that's my top 5.
I did forget when I was going through this list, when I had Jiraiya on my mind, I did forget when he trained. You forgot. I don't think you mentioned. You forgot when he trained Pain and other kids.
I did not. I didn't want to mention them, or I did not want to mention them. It's just that I was just talking about the relevance of how great his mentorship has been, because underneath his mentorship became 3 Kages. But if you want to talk about how he trained Pain,
2.
I'm going to stay with 3. I'm going to stay with 3. Because, do you know who also reads Jiraiya's books?
Who?
Kakashi. Did you know that?
You
didn't know that, did you? Go ahead and type it in, buddy. Go ahead and type it in.
Yeah.
He followed his leadership in many ways.
I think Kakashi is just a gooner.
But yeah, that's my top 5.
That's a good top 5. You'll see how that's ironic. So my top 5, it's a lot different actually. Number 5, I have Genkai from Yu Hakusho. Have you seen Yu Hakusho?
I have not.
Okay, so I won't go into too much detail, but she's an old hag. Yusuke calls her that constantly because she's very harsh with Yusuke. She trained Yusuke for 6 months, and Yusuke became a dog. His power increased exponentially, and it was due to her harsh training. She did not go easy on Yusuke. She could have gone easy on Yusuke, but out of all these mentors, out of every mentor on this list, Genkai was definitely the harshest. And she never would have trained Yusuke, never would have gave him power if, what was the stipulation? I forget what the stipulation was, but she had her own moral code and she was very strict on Yusuke. So that's why I have her number 5. Number 4, This is another list that he's made 2 weeks in a row. But number 4, I have Kuro Sensei. Damn near perfect mentor. He does make mistakes. He has made mistakes later in the series. He, especially with the principal got him one time, used his powers against him. But when it comes to him taking care of the kids and showing each kid care and attention and individualization to each kid, there's no one better. There's no one that can do it better than Kuro Sensei. He's the number 1 teacher in Japan. Even without his powers, he's the number 1 teacher in Japan. He's been doing this. So number 4 is my Kuro Sensei. And I got a lot of teachers on here, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize that. Number 3, Onizuka. Have you heard of the anime Great Teacher Onizuka?
No. But it sounds like he's a great teacher.
Yes, it's in the title. This is a 90s anime, I believe. I actually need to finish it because I dropped it, but I will finish it eventually for sure. This year I will finish it. But he's a teacher. He didn't have the best upbringing. He was in gangs. He was a delinquent. He was getting into fights. He was getting into trouble. And he somehow ends up a teacher in this school teaching a bad class. They're troublemakers, and they're known for doing pranks and getting the previous teachers fired. No other teacher has lasted a month in their classroom. And Onizuka just always finds a way to get past their shenanigans, and not really just get past their shenanigans, but work along the students as well. And just, kind of be their friend in a way. He proved to the students that he's not just some regular thug that was assigned to be their teacher. He proved it to them in various ways and in very cool ways, which I don't even want to spoil because this one episode, it was just very tough what he did. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Go watch Great Teacher Onizuka. It's a really good show. So that's my number 3. Number 2, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but number 2, I got All Might. He literally...
Who?
All Might.
Did you just say All Might from My Hero Academia?
Yes, sir. So All Might...
I'm going to sit back here and listen.
He was literally the only dude that believed in Deku. Got him into school, recommended him, saw what he could do, and literally entrusted him with one of the most powerful quirks of all time.
Worst idea. I'm sorry, go ahead. That was the worst idea, but go ahead and continue.
Turned out to be the greatest hero that ever lived, so must have been a great idea. But yeah, he's always encouraging Deku. He's always on his side, and honestly, I shouldn't have put him this high. I regret it. But
right, he should be in your top 20.
I should have put him in 4. But the one flaw with All Might is that he doesn't want to judge Deku too harshly. It kind of babies him in a way, but he definitely sets an example when he went up against One for All, and then he officially gave the keys to Deku. You remember? I think it was a thumbs up. No. It was the point. It was the point.
I remember.
He was like, "You're next."
But All Might would have never been on my list, by the way.
That's cool. But yeah, I don't really have too much reasons, but All Might is my number 2. He entrusted the world to Deku, which is crazy. So number 1, this is why I said it was ironic. Number 1 is Jiraiya. He has to be in the top 5 for anime mentors. He did literally everything that he needed to do. He even went head up against his past pupil, Pain, and took him seriously. He took him as an equal. Pain is one of the most awesome characters in Naruto. Top 7 best written Naruto characters. Pain thought of himself as a god, and Jiraiya, he was still teaching him in that moment. Even when he was Pain was having his little speech, like, I'm a god, you can't understand me, the world shall know pain. And Jiraiya's like, oh, you're still like, you're no god. Like, he's, but yeah, I mean, you mentioned some reasons why Jiraiya is a good mentor, so he definitely deserves the number 1 spot for sure.
We also, now that you mention that, we also didn't say that the reason that Pain brought everyone back was because of Jiraiya, because what Jiraiya's taught Naruto went right back to Pain. Naruto just helped Pain remember it.
I didn't like that. Naruto would be a lot harder if Pain went through with that and stood 10 toes down. It would have hit. It would have hit so much. Ending? It would have hit so much harder. Also, if you look at it from another angle, you could say Jiraiya was the main character of Naruto.
It did circle around him a lot. Almost everything Jiraiya did from the beginning came back, and he was mentioned. You think his name was mentioned the most in all of Naruto? Besides Naruto? Well, actually, never mind. Thinking about it, they've said Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi way too many times.
It could be Naruto. Honestly, if you look at it from another lens, the main character could be Sasuke. But yeah, that's our top 10 anime mentors. Let us know what y'all think about our list. I think my list was fine.
Yeah, your list wasn't bad.
Well, say your top 5 again.
My top 5 was let me go back to my list. My type was Askeladd, Rayleigh. No, it was Askeladd, Freiren, Rayleigh, Ego, and then number 1 was Jiraiya.
Yeah, Jiraiya and Ego. Ego was such a great pool.
You'll see why I said Freiren when you watch Freiren, because the person she trained literally there's nothing special about her. If you notice in all anime that we watch, these people train special people, and then they train special people who become talented. Like there's lots of Dragon Ball Z fans. They say Piccolo's a great trainer because they made Gohan and what's the other guy? That old man who trained Goku. Now Goku can destroy a moon.
Yoshi or Roshi?
Yeah, Yoshi. Roshi. They were like, Roshi trained Goku and Krillin. Now they're like destroyers. Like, no, these characters already had this type of strength. All he did was help them manifest it. Like Goku, anybody could have trained Goku and he'll still be able to destroy planets. But Goku just kept training. He actually started training himself. He just kept going and going and going. So I can't really say anything about a alien god coming to Earth and then getting trained by a human, and then now he's all this. It's not because of this training, not at all. But let's see, even in Naruto's training. Naruto did a lot of hard work training. All he did was have access chakra, which a lot of people do not have. And Naruto fought for his training, so I can't even. I'm not going to use Naruto. But what I will say is he did have one of those special traits, or he has something that no one else has, an excess amount of chakra. Who else do we know in anime that's special? I can't really think right now because there's so many animes. But At the end of the day, a lot of anime characters, there's already something special about them, so that when they get trained, they're already like OP as fuck. But that's not the case in Freiren. The lady she trained, there's nothing special about her. She just trained from hard work, patience, learning, reading, practicing, and she became one of the badass mages.
Oh.
And it's not because she had any special lineage, or she was related to anyone really powerful, or she found like a special book or spell or staff. None of that. This was all from hard work, dedication, and training.
Speaking of hard work, dedication, and training, when we get to Egghead, I have to call Cap on something.
If you're talking about Luffy versus Kizaru,
no. Hard Cap. It was during the Garp and Coby Rescue.
You don't think Garp was holding back versus Kuzan?
We'll get to it. Yeah, but your list is great. Ego saved your list. Number 5, Askeladd. Bro was using Thorfinn the whole time. He wasn't no damn mentor.
Hey, if you think about it, everything that Thorfinn's went through, he learned from Askeladd. Even in season 2, he's had to remember the things that Askeladd taught him about.
He did teach him through pain. That's one thing he did do. He taught him through pain, breaking his arm and shit. So let's get into the Egghead. One Piece Egghead. So let's talk about the most pressing thing, Garp. Who do I think would win, Garp versus who? Whitebeard? Okay, Old Man Garp and Old Man Whitebeard? Yeah, Whitebeard's beating Garp. For sure.
Tell me why you feel that way.
Garp is strong. Don't get me wrong. Conqueror's Haki, top tier. Armament Haki, top tier. Haki period, top tier. Power, top tier. But Whitebeard was literally the strongest man alive. And really it's the Quake fruit. That is really why he's over Garp. I don't see Garp winning against that. I really don't. And just to take into account Whitebeard's physicality, his staff, that's going to get equaled out by Garp, but it's the Quake food that puts him over Garp for me.
You know, Haki not necessarily cancels out the fruit, but rivals the fruit power. Just like how the Red Hat, no, what do they call the other pirates? The last emperor right now.
The other pirates?
What are they? Are they the Red Hat pirates? What are they called?
Talking about Shanks' crew?
Yeah.
There might be the red hair pirates.
Red hair, yeah. Shanks doesn't have a single Dever fruit power in his pirate group, and he rivaled everyone.
Yeah. I mean, in that scenario, I mean, I think Shanks is beating Garp. You don't think? I don't have to see anything.
I don't know.
But
what I do know is Garp was pulling his punches with Kuzan because he felt for him, and we've never seen Garp fight at his full potential because bro was destroying mountains, destroying boats. I'm pretty sure if he fought Whitebeard at Whitebeard's old ripe ass age, he would have definitely knocked him too. Bro was coughing up blood just from bro was going toe to toe with what's his name, the fleet admiral, what's his name, Sakuzi, and I'm almost 100% positive that Garp would wipe the floor with him.
Who is Sakuzi? Talking about Akainu?
Yeah. Akainu Sakuzi, whatever, however you pronounce his last name or first name, whichever one it is.
I don't know if he's wiping the floor with him. I do think he would win.
I do know Garp is destroying him. And then the other reason why Garp accepted his loss was so that the reason Garp gave up was so that the rest of the pirates could leave.
I don't think that's an anime. They didn't give a reason. What they showed in the anime, did you see it? He was laughing. He was laughing.
He froze him.
And then he got froze. That's all I saw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you honestly see that bro wasn't trying. He could have killed Kuzan if he wanted to.
I mean, yeah. Kuzan, I ain't gonna lie, man. Kind of disappointed. Either Garp. Nah, man. I think Kuzan might be one of the weakest admirals. Kuzara's definitely beating Kuzan for sure.
I'm gonna leave it at Garp was probably going like 70% against Kuzan. Maybe 50%. I'm gonna go ahead and settle at 50% because bro could have destroyed the planet. He could have destroyed the entire pirate island with one punch, but he didn't want to kill anyone.
He wasn't trying to. I thought he punched as hard as he could.
All I'm gonna say is, if bro wanted to destroy the island, he could have. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say no spoilers or say anything else.
I don't know, bro. Dude looked around.
We have to wait to get more.
He was like,
far.
He was like, I could have done better.
I'm not gonna say anything else until we caught up in the anime with the manga because you're missing a lot of key points into why I feel this way about him versus Whitebeard.
He did actually hold back against Kuzara. That's confirmed.
100%.
Okay. It looked like Kuzara.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you. Spoiler alert.
No. No.
You were right. I do give a lot of spoiler alerts, but let's continue about Egghead arc.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, that fight didn't make sense. That Kuzara and Garp fight, considering that Kazura went 10 days against Akanu. I didn't see that in that fight. I didn't see that Kuzan that I was expecting. I was expecting a colder Kuzan.
I was trying to explain to you. He's trying to save the rest of the the rest of the Marines.
So Kuzan, what I suspected Kuzan was holding back too, right?
I think no, he wasn't.
That can't be his full. If that's his full strength, then Kuzan is weak.
You can't say he's weak because he's going against somebody who went toe to toe with the Pirate King. You're forgetting that, bro. The Pirate King, the strongest pirate out of all of them. You can't expect someone to just beat the number 2 person in the world of worth fighting if that's how they were labeling ranks. Basically, Kuzan. There's 3. Let's start off like this. The strongest person in the world to them was the Pirate King. And then after the Pirate King went to Garp because Garp was the only one who can go toe-to-toe with him. And now who just went toe-to-toe with Garp was Kuzan. Kuzan will be number 3 in terms of strength. And he basically beat Garp.
No, he didn't.
Well, he did not. But
not even close. He didn't even damage him.
I'm trying my best. He didn't.
He didn't even damage him, bro.
I don't know what you've seen in the anime.
I don't even know if he got. I think he got a scratch on him.
Let's skip this topic because I'm trying not to say too much about it.
He didn't get a critical hit until Shrinsu, the dude with the invisibility fruit, stabbed him in the back when Garp tried to protect Coby. That's the only critical hit that he had, and it wasn't by Kuzan. Garp would have eventually beat Kuzan easily. Garp was fucking around with him, bro. He was freezing Garp and broke out of it.
He allowed himself to get stabbed.
Is that a spoiler?
It's your fault, man. I told you let's skip this topic along.
I get it. I get where you're going with this. I know what you're talking about. I peed. They were working together all along, right?
Bro, I'm trying to get out of this topic, but you
right?
keep going.
Just nod if I'm right. They were working together all along. Just nod.
I won't say they were working together. I'll say, bro, let me just tell you.
No. Let's go. Let's move on. We'll move on. We're gonna move on. Oh, the cat part. The cat part that I was talking about is when they were doing an escape with Coby, and the island dude reached out with his hand to attack the ship, and then Coby did what he did and broke off his entire arm with his punch. I call complete.
His Galaxy Punch?
I call complete bullshit on that. Kobe's not doing that, bro. He's not doing that, bro.
Coby. Did you not see some of Kobe's feats? Have you been watching the anime?
What was his feats before that?
They call Coby the hero.
What did he do?
His feats.
They call him a hero, but no.
He has destroyed mountains as well to protect people. He has destroyed pirate groups
by himself,
bro. Huh? Yes, by himself.
Man, fuck no.
Yeah, I'm capping. I don't know. I don't know why, but they just call him Coby the hero, and that's enough to make me think bro's great.
Bro, him punching that warship 1,000 times. You need at least 10 years on that to do what he did. Basically, what he showed is that he's literally above every other vice admiral after what he did, and that's fucking cap.
I mean, low key he is, bro's him.
From that feat, yes, he is above every vice admiral, obviously besides Garp. But that was fucking crazy, and that's cap.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, but you gotta make it make sense.
Hey, he went through some grueling training. Garp knew he could always do it.
Yeah, a little too.
I'd say cap if they were surprised about it, but it's like they knew Coby could do it.
Nah, everyone was surprised. What are you talking about? They were telling him to get away.
Garp,
Coby, get away!
Because Coby was being afraid. Coby was like, I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna die. We were surprised that he finally put his 10 toes down and did it. What he was supposed to have been doing. What he was born to do.
His homeboy was like, what do you think you can do? Get out of there. Do you have anything you want to say about it? I got a couple more things.
I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed everything so far, except the pacing right now. I'm not liking the pacing.
At which part? At which juncture?
With everything. They're jumping around everything too much. I want them to stay on one thing, finish it off, and go to the next thing. Right now, we went from bro, it's like we don't have a main character anymore. We went from Luffy to Shanks' crew to I forgot his name. We went from Shanks, Luffy, Bartholomew Kuma, Bonnie, the Doctor. They went to Garp. They went to Dragon. They went to who's the other pirate crew?
I'm not gonna lie. One Piece. You talking about Law's crew?
Yeah. They did way too many jumping, bro. I want them to do one full segment of whoever they're on, and then go to the next one, and then don't jump back. This jumping around I'm not liking it, because we were in the Egghead art, and I think we're about to keep watching the next Egghead next thing I know, I'm all the way in a far across the sea watching Law fight Blackbeard, and then next thing I know, I'm watching Shanks versus Dude, and then next thing you know, now I'm watching Coby and Garp and Kuzan, and then next thing you know, I'm like, yo, can you guys choose one spot? Like, just sit there, finish it, and go to the next.
I like how they're doing that. And One Piece this arc has so much stuff. It's really like, I don't really count the Shanks and Kid. That was only like one episode, a special episode. That beginning, that was the best beginning of a One Piece episode ever. The art style, And then the Law and Blackbeard, that wasn't more than like 1 or 2 episodes. And that fight, they actually didn't show the end of the fight. Law and Blackbeard were facing off, and then Blackbeard did the Black Vortex, and then it cut off. Then they went back to it, and Law was on the ground, and then that's when his panda friend saved him. So I was right; they didn't finish the fight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. I was like, I looked up on it the other day. Well, the same day.
I know it wasn't crazy.
That's what happens when you read the manga. You get to see things that everyone else can't see. And I don't know if they're going to animate it, to be honest.
Why wouldn't they?
Because I don't know. I feel like when I read it, it was all in one juncture. Oh my goodness, bro, my foot.
I do like how they're doing things. I like how they're wrapping the Revolutionary Army stuff in that, because we're getting more into like the higher ups, the 5 I almost call them the 5 seniors. What are they called? Elders? 5 elders, and then the king. Getting more lore of that, which ties into this current Egghead arc where Garcia is pulling up. But yeah, I think they're doing a good job with the pacing. Actually, like, very surprising about the pacing of One Piece. It's very good. It's not like the old days of Punk Hazard with the terrible pacing. What do you think about Garcia? I ain't gonna lie, man. He seems really OP.
What is it?
Garcia.
Oh, you're talking about the elder?
The elder. He seems really OP. I'm not liking how he conquer haki mind flicked Sanji in the head and had him down for the count. I didn't like that because that is making the assumption that he'd probably do the same thing to Zoro, and I don't like that.
We got to remember, Zoro and Sanji are not on the same level. If we're saying the Straw Hats power levels is 1 through 10, and Luffy's a 10, I'd say Zoro's a 9. Luffy's and Sanji's like a 7 or 8.
Nah, Luffy's not a 10 though.
I'm talking about in their pirate group.
In their pirate group.
Yeah.
That's true, but
if we're talking about power levels within all the pirates, I'd probably put Luffy at like an 8, 9. But he's just one level above Zoro. Just slightly one level above Zoro. And then I truly believe Zoro is a full level above Sanji, if not 2 levels.
I would say 1 level. 1.5 maybe.
I'm gonna say Zoro's feats are way above Sanji's. The most dangerous or strongest thing I've seen Sanji do was tank hits from Queen, and his body just got deformed but went back up. But
that's what I'm just not understanding, bro. Like, doesn't he have like a metal cranium?
That I don't know, but I do know Saturn is as the 5th one of the 5 elders. They're the highest authority in the world, the strongest.
No spoilers. Don't tell me he's the weakest elder.
No, he's not the weakest. They're all strong, but they are the strongest out of everyone in One Piece. Claim to be.
Emu's up there too. Top 5, top 3.
Emu is on a different level than the 5 elders. I'll let you know that.
Okay.
Let's say if the elders are level 10, Emu is level 12.
Okay. That's what I expect. But like seeing this right now where I'm at currently, Luffy has no chance against Garcia.
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be honest. I think Emu is level 15.
No.
If the 5 elders are level 10.
That's just dumb writing. It's not smart writing.
Emu is so overpowered, it's insane.
I'm gonna have to see it to believe it.
She can 100% dog walk any elder. I'll let you know that right now. That's all I'm saying.
That means she's dog walking Luffy, right? But Luffy has kind of doesn't he have invulnerability, like Toon verse powers?
Yeah, his Toon Force, which is actually saving him a lot because whatever he touches turns into what he thinks and imagines. So, it's kind of a all I'm gonna tell you is Emu dog walks the 5 elders. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
So Emu's the strongest.
Huh?
Emu's the strongest currently.
Yeah.
Presumably. Probably.
But get ready to watch these next episodes because we have not seen the full strength of Gear 5. That's all I'll tell you.
I hope not, because I ain't gonna lie. Lately, Gear 5 is looking regular.
That's why I told you Luffy mastered Gear 5 because of I'm far in the manga, but I've already seen the Egghead arc, and we're gonna see a lot more battling, and we haven't seen the full potential of Gear 5 yet. So I understand why you said he hasn't mastered it yet, but you're gonna see the full potential of Gear 5 during this Egghead arc.
Does Sanji fat?
Yes, Sanji. Let's say it was a hiccup. Every strong character gets knocked out once in a while by accident, and that's what happened to Sanji. So Sanji's definitely, let's just say he made a mistake, and he's going to get back up and show you why he's the third of Luffy's pirate group.
Yeah, because that was pathetic.
Bro, accidents happen all the time. We've seen shit happen.
Like, bro, you're fast enough to move faster than the eye can see.
They're just showcasing how strong one of the elders are.
Yeah, they do that a lot with new villains. They make them seem super OP, but then later in the arc, the main character has a chance. Like with Kaido, basically one-shotted Luffy.
I don't think Kaido's strength changed at all. He was still as strong as he was from the beginning to the end.
Nah, he got way bigger.
What is that? You mean way
Kaido
stronger?
got way bigger. He was 5 times the size of when he was 18.
Oh, I meant I thought you meant that they showcased them being super strong, and then as the show progressed, we don't see them as super strong anymore. That's what I thought you were talking about.
In a way, the show makes them seem super OP, but then
I think
really the main character has to get a glow up or something to come out to compete.
I think Kaido was OP from the beginning to the end. Bro was tanking hits from the scabbards, the 7 scarabs. Then he fought Luffy. Who was that? Luffy. Damn, I can't get these names. He fought Luffy, Law, and the other guy, Kid. And then after he fought them 3, he fought his daughter, and then he fought Luffy again.
Before that,
he was battling.
He fought the 9
Scarabs.
Warriors. I don't forget their names. Did you say that?
They call themselves the Scarabs or whatever.
And then Zoro, he got a hit in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a hit in.
So he fought 4 groups of people. He fought the Scarabs, then he fought Luffy, Zoro, Kid, and Law. Then he fought his daughter. Then he fought Luffy again. So Kaido seemed strong as fuck because he was going toe to toe with everybody and never backed down.
Yeah, isn't it his bloodline combined with his devil fruit why he's so durable? It's not his haki, right? It doesn't seem like he has good haki.
It's his bloodline and the dragon skin.
Okay. Because it doesn't even seem like he uses haki at all.
He only used it when they used their haki.
Yeah. Did you? Nah, you didn't get to the Kuma flashback.
But I've seen it already
in the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can ask me questions.
You know what though? We're gonna have to do a top 5 most tragic backstories in One Piece. Because we've seen so much One Piece. I'm just numb to the slavery and people getting killed, people getting betrayed. It just doesn't hit me that hard anymore.
Oof.
But
I'm trying to think who has the most tragic background. If you could think of someone right now at the top of your head, who would you say?
maybe Odin. I think Odin had it worse.
I think Odin.
Was he in the manga?
Yeah.
So you read the flashback in the manga, but didn't watch it in the anime.
No, I definitely skipped it.
But you read it in the manga.
No, I definitely skipped it in the manga.
Okay, you didn't watch or read it. That's crazy. That is actually crazy.
Bro, I hate. Well, around that time, I was hating the flashbacks, bro. They were getting so close to the battle, so I was I'm like at the edge of my seat, and the next thing you know, I'm hearing a flashback. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, no, hell no. I pull up the manga and I see that I type in the episode like, no, skip. I find out when they start fighting again, and I start reading from there.
Dang. So we're not going to be able to do top 5 tragic backstories in One Piece until you read the Odin backstory.
I got a gist of it. I understand. I got a bit of it. I just didn't see all his great fights. I know that I do know that basically he could have beat Kaido, but then he didn't because Kaido made a plan, and then he was like, he just acted like a fool for a couple of years or so, and then when he realized Kaido was going against his plan, that's when he decided to finally revolt, but it was too late by then. But I do know he fought Kaido, and he could have beat him in the beginning if he would have just went after him.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if he could beat Kaido. Based on the aura, he should be able to beat Kaido, because when Zoro was controlling his swords and they sensed Odin within his swords, based on aura, he should beat Kaido. But during the fight, I didn't see anything where he's beating Kaido.
Okay.
I think they take each other out, to be honest. Damn. Okay, so that is the end of our podcast. We got to get to other animes besides One Piece. We got to get to those newer animes. But hope you guys enjoyed. That's all we got for you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. This is PennyWhysTV and Unknownskillz, and we're out.
Catch y'all later.